This is Yorkin, the Yoshkin, bringing you a video on the Switchiversary. At least that's the best way I can pronounce it, at least. The Switchiversary is, well, the 1 year anniversary of the Switch, which happens to be today on the 3rd. Other people decide to spend a whole week doing a Switchiversary, which I didn't see any of this for the Wii U or anything, but you know what? It's fine. I don't get why people celebrate birthdays more than one day. Or maybe even a month. I remember hearing a celebrity said it was my birthday month, so I'm gonna party every day. I'm about to say, aren't you gonna get tired of that? Anyway, the topic I'm gonna do for this Switchiversary is Virtual Console. I mean, they shouldn't have announced that they were doing something for Virtual Console, or I wouldn't be like at least a little bit excited, because this has the possibility of being the best Virtual Console to date. It's not like it's hard to actually outcompete with the Wii or the Wii U or the 3DS, especially since on a 3DS you really only can get the most amount of games on the new 3DS or new 2DS. More on families on DSs later. I got another video I want to say. So Virtual Console. This one's gonna be different because not only can you play them at home, you can play them on the go. So it's probably gonna be the best one. I hope that they actually release games more than probably once a week, because honestly, having a little surplus of games, I've said it once and I say it before, having Mario Kart 64 come out in the Wii U's dying year, last year, January, to be more precise, having it come out when the system's pretty much already dead and they announced the other system, is not a good Virtual Console system. I want to be knee deep in nostalgia. That's what I want. I want to be knee deep in nostalgia. I want to be playing my Mario Kart 64. I want to be playing my Smash 64. I want to be playing Super Mario 64. I want to be playing games like that. Not only do I want to play those games, I want to play GameCube games. I want to play maybe some Wii games because it does have the pointer functionality. I want to play the SNES games. I want to play the NES games. I want to play some Game Boy Advance games, some Game Boy games maybe, but we really only talk about the Game Boy Advance. I want to play maybe DS games because this is a touchscreen. It might happen. Maybe one side be touchscreen and the other side isn't. Hey, who knows? Possibility. I'm not gonna say 3DS, but maybe, yeah, again, there should be so many more games that you should be able to play on the system. Like, it's ridiculous. I want to be knee deep in that nostalgia. I don't want to just see 4 to 8 games per console be released every month. And that's not a good feeling. Okay, you have hundreds of games, and hundreds of old games that you could re-release. Why are you only putting out a little crumb for everyone to get and everyone's supposed to be happy? That's not how I see it should be. You should be knee deep in nostalgia. You should be able to buy as much, and they're cheaper. So just having them all work on there. If you can get a couple games on there, I'm pretty sure that the other games have similar codings. You could just port them over, make adjustable controls, customizable controls, so people can play how they want to play. Actually, you're probably seeing Kirby in the background, and that's a little bit of a problem I have. You jump with the A button in Kirby Star Allies, right? But it doesn't feel right. It feels like it should be the B button, but B is attack. So if you see where I'm supposed to be jumping or attacking, it's a little confusing for me because I'm used to it being on the B button. At least that's how it feels on the 3DS game lines of the Kirby games, but it could be different. Back to that. Yeah, I want to play Kirby Air Riders, even though I have the physical copy with me right now. I want to play it with my friends, and that's probably the other best part about the demo. You can play with 4 friends on the demo if you want to. That's a nice demo. A really nice demo. Not a lot of demos do that anymore, but I digress. Yeah, knee deep in nostalgia. The only thing that really worries me is that Nintendo's not gonna do that. Like, they have hundreds of games. They can actually thousands of games if you're comparing all their libraries from the handheld line to the console line. Hey, heck, the NES has over 700 games. Not all of them are made by Nintendo, but they have the rights to those games. And the SNES has around 700. Look, that's 1,400 games right there. You're telling me we can't get more than, you telling me we can't get at least like 10 to 15 a month? 10 to 15 a month times 12, that'd be 120 each year. And since the Switch is behind 1 year, and if we only have a 4-year life cycle, that's 480? Yeah, 480. My math ain't that bad. It only took me a half a second. That's 480 of those NES and SNES games alone. So there's no real excuse for them not to really bring out a lot of games. I want to be knee deep into that. The second thing I can say about the Virtual Console, at least make the search parameters better on the Nintendo Switch's eShop. I wanted to put this in a separate video, but I didn't have really enough content. The search parameters are not very good. You cannot like categorize everything unless you go strictly into the search. I like the Wii U's one a lot better, where you could just scroll down and it says, okay, you want to do adventure games, or maybe you want to play some Link games, some Pokemon games, some other games. Yeah, that's years of work, but it was like that year 2 when I got my Nintendo Wii U. Yeah, Nintendo Wii, I was about to say Nintendo Switch. This is year 2. We just started year 2 today. But those search parameters really helped. There was sidebars on options so I could actually search the game by name. But really, there's only 4. There's coming soon, there's recent, there's most sales, and then there's enter code. And if I want to look at a specific indie, I actually have to go on my computer and look up what indie games are on the Nintendo Switch to look at it. And that's not a very well-versed system, if I say it myself. It's not very well, it's not good. It's all right. It was fine for launch, but it's been a year since launch, and you need to do some more with your UI on the Switch because it's selling like hotcakes. And the only game I see on there a lot is Stardew Valley for indie, even though I really do want to get Stardew Valley. I'm just broke. Anyway, this video's been going on long enough. Happy Switchiversary, everyone. I guess. Maybe. It's not really that important. I just saw a lot of people else doing this, and I thought I can actually come up with a good subject to talk about it. So at least I'm doing it on the day of the Switch instead of a week ahead of time. It was weird. Like I was like, okay, I think I have a video idea for the anniversary of the Switch. I have a feeling people are gonna do it. I see another channel go open it up, do a Switch anniversary. I'm about to say, what the hell? It's a week ahead. It's only Saturday. Actually, I went to go see Black Panther on that day. It was a pretty average movie, but I just think it was average. All right, but this has been your kin, the Yoshkin, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Seriously, Black Panther was an average movie. It was good, but it wasn't that good, especially for my town. It was overhyped for my town, to say the least.